So we have a customer information, and as I said, if we need to get some information, we always need to work on select queries, that is DQL queries. So based on the requirement, people will ask different queries, and using our select statement, using where condition, we'll filter the records. We will use a different condition and or combination to get the results. So we saw about these operators: equal to, greater than, less than. These things are used in numerical values: greater than 100, less than 100, or greater than or equal to, like this, less than or equal to, like this. And there is some cases you need to filter with a range, like date of birth, whoever born between 1970 till 1980s. So you need to get the between the range. Okay, so for that cases you use between is a keyword or operator we say. So let me have that query where now the scenario is you need to get the list of customers who has born between 1970s till 1980. Okay, so for that case you can write different way. One of the easiest way is like writing birth date between, you need to mention two dates, 2000 1970 0101, then and. So if you use between, then you need to use and, obviously. So 19 what you need to, both the dates are included. Okay, so you need to write 1980 12 31. So this date also included, this date also included. Now when you use this one, so there are 7005 customers who has born between this decade 70s. Okay, you can see quickly 79 79 75, those things. Okay, only it's between this range. See, even 80 April. So this is the about between keyword or operator. Now there are certain things like earlier we used to query using an equal to operator that filters only one particular case. Like if I want only the bachelor's customer, whoever as a bachelor, then English education equal to, I mean whoever did bachelor's degree, it tells about your education, so I will filter using bachelor's. Now imagine a situation like I need bachelor's as well as I need something like who did a partial higher secondary. So I need both the cases. So in this case there are different ways to write. Either you can use or condition where English education equal to bachelor's, or again see the syntax, guys. So you cannot put English education with bachelor's or the value. So once you are done with the single column and value, you are done with your one condition. Then another condition you need to specify with the column name again. So English education again equal to. Okay, so this will give me both. So if I run this one, it gives me 5000 5356. So let me put another way.
Nagi,
Like,
one doubt.
Yeah.
Can't we put both in a list rather than giving?
That is what I'm going to do next. So if you keep writing like this, I'm saying the count. I'm trying to take the count. so that it gives you the proper output 1581. So this partial high school is 1581. You can see the record counts here 1581. Now I'm running only the bachelors. I'm not running the partial high school. So bachelors is 5356. 5356. Okay. So let me copy this guy and put it here. So now I am putting both cases. So it is addition of these two, 1581 and 5356 if you put R. So it should return me something around 6937. So this is the correct results. Okay. 6937. So we have different ways. As Varun highlighted, this is one way of writing. Then what happens if my list keep on increasing? Like I have 10 members in that list. I need to put it in filter it out. Okay. So for that, instead of putting like this, I can put it here in condition. So the list here, it is not a list. So it is like in condition. You can put multiple values over here. It will return multiple values. So this query will return same. So this has returned 6937. You see here, this one also return 6937. 6937. So now to summarize, so we have a between operator to filter out using a range, and we have an in condition to filter a list of values. Okay. Now the same thing I can write in another format, maybe in select statement also. We can use in a subquery. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, this assume you have one query that returns these two distinct values. You can have a select class inside this one also. That's what I'm saying. So for that, let me prepare that query first. And occupation equal to English occupation equal to profession. See, let us see what are the distinct values we are getting in English education for the occupation equal to profession. Distinct. So we get, so all the professionals has did all the 5 categories. Okay. So even you can mention this one here. I'm just moving it forward so that I mean towards right. Okay guys, so see the query. So this will return my customers, and it says like whoever did the English education, and English education in this should return list of only those values English education. I mean some values over this should return only single column. This should not return multiple columns. If I say like English occupation, this will throw me error. So this is nothing but your subqueries. Only one expression can be specified in the select list when the subquery is not introduced with exist. Forget about this. It says like only one column it is expecting. Okay, if you specify multiple columns, it will throw error. So basically, Either you can specify it in a list of values, or you can specify a query, okay, that will return list of values, so that it will automatically picks up. You got it? So that is what working with basic subqueries. It's as simple as that. You got it, guys? Hello? Hi Rahil, you are in
Yes.
finally.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I've been there for since
So
last 10, 15 minutes. I've been listening.
okay,
Operators.
that's good. Good, good. So I hope I am clear with the in operator when to use. So in operator to filter list of values. You see, like you cannot have or condition here. So you might have thought like instead of or, I used in condition. So in condition is used. So this and this will return same. If you have a single values that you whatever values you can put it like this. But in this, you don't know what are the list of values it is going to return. English education, but this value, whatever it is going to return, it depends upon the another subquery, this query result based on the filters. So in that case, it will be very useful. So you cannot compare these two. So when to use? So if you don't know the prediction of output, then you go for this statement, in statement. If you know the exact values, you can keep adding the or and whatever the values you have. So it's the way you have to query. You need to know when to use this such a queries. Okay. So with this note, we stop operators. Let's move on to our next topic, aggregation functions. Okay. So any idea, guys, when we use this aggregation functions? Any idea? No. So let me ask this question. So how many of you used pivot tables in Excel? Pivot table? Any idea? No idea. Hello,
Pivot table used
I've
guys?
used, but not much now.
some time back.
Yeah, sometime back. Okay, fine.
I have used
So
the pivot table.
generally, so what is its use for?
We can sort out the data according, right?
It's like it's a number of data we can have the whatever we need in the pivot table. It's like
Okay,
get, getting the whatever data we need in short form, not searching the total overall.
short form. See, you guys know
Hmm.
about pivot table, but you are not
Hmm.
coming actual point. Okay,
Hmm.
the thing is, let me explain to you guys. So forget about those things. Thanks for your answers. And so I copied the customer data once again here. I'm going to do a pivot now. The idea behind the pivot table is like you want to see the data in an aggregated manner. See, as a company executive or managers, they want to see the data at the higher level. Say, for example, you are running some supermarket. So at the end of the day, each day you want to see the total sales, and you are having different shops, say for example 3 shops. So you need to know what is the sales of these 3 shops all together in a single day. So aggregate level, you no need to see in detail each time. Okay, at a given shot in a single day, you want to say what is my total sales, correct? So these are nothing but your aggregates, total sum. So nothing but, if you see here, assume this is your customer data. I want to see what is the salary, total income, okay, total yearly income of all the bachelors. I want to see what is the total income of the professionals in my customers, or management students in my customers, total income. Okay, So, or how much they are spending, what is the salary? Okay, assume these are some kind of employees. Instead of customer, you forget about the customer perspective. We'll stick to this salary perspective. This is the employee information. So, employee's role is profession, and he did is a management profession, and he did some cadre or education like that. Okay, now I want to analyze how much I am spending for a profession, something like that. So I have a base data here. Let me search for a profession. Come on. It starts with what happened? English occupation. Okay. See, when I put it, it's not sorting actually. Okay, someone said it's a sorting. It's not actually. It's like grouping. So what are the distinct values it have? Against which, what you want to see? I want to see the salary. What is the salary column here? Yearly income. So if you see here, total yearly income I'm spending for an employee who is a profession. This is my total yearly income. Skilled manual. This is my total income. I mean, total I'm paying for the skilled manuals. And whoever is in management, for them I'm paying this much. This is the yearly income of it. So you are aggregating the data. Assume you have 4 employees, someone is getting 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. You add 20, 30, 50 and another guy 20. So 220s, 30, 50, which will be like 110. Okay, 20,000, 30,000, and you are paying 40,000, 50,000, 20,000. So these are your 3 employees. So what is your total employee expense? It's like 1 lakh 1 lakh 10,000. So if you see here 1 lakh 20,000. Sorry, my calculation is so poor. So 1 lakh 20,000 I am spending for my employee salary. Now assume these guys, 2 guys are your supervisor. Okay, these 2 guys are supervisors and these 2 guys are cashier. Assume like that. Okay, so if I want to see how much I'm spending for a cashier, I will sum these 2. If I want to spend I want to analyze these 2, which is 50. So it's like grouping of certain values, certain columns, and you want to see the summarized results of it. This is what your pivot table does. This is the main purpose of your pivot table. So what operation it does here? Sum. Instead of that, I can go and do the other aggregation value. See summarized value field. I can go and check how many persons count. If I put count, it will give me the count of employees. In clerical, there are 123 employees. In management, 159 employees. In manual, 90. So it just says aggregate values. And I want whoever is getting maximum salary. In clerical, someone is getting 40,000. He is the maximum. Let us go and check how this is correct or not. Okay, let's do some research. Not a research, just filter it out. So I will go here. Okay, let's filter. Okay, I will go and query it. Employee. Oh, hey, come on. What is the column name? English occupation. English occupation. English occupation equal to clerical. Okay, I will just I filtered the data clerical, and I will try to, I'm saying the maximum salary in clerical is 40,000. Whether it's true or not, how can I find? I can put like this, order by yearly income, descending or ascending, descending. There you go. So 40. So there are a lot of people who get 40. So it doesn't give me a ranking basis. Whichever is maximum in that column for clerical, it will give me 40. That is what you got, 40 here. So let me change it to management. $177. That is what you are getting here. Okay. And now I'll slightly change the query, like I will remove this guy. See now what happens, I put max, I'll remove this guy. So what happens, it will pick me who, this is the guy who is getting the maximum salary across entire department irrespective of the department. So let us see without this where condition, this is what it's happening. So this is the maximum salary. You got it, guys? So these two guys are getting maximum salary. So basically, a pivot table will give you the aggregated results, the high level information to group based on particular column, and you need to do what aggregations you want to perform. So basic level of aggregation, sum, average, minimum, maximum, count. These are the 5 aggregation functions you can perform. Sum, count, average, minimum, max. Okay. These and all belong to Excel. So in SQL we will perform these three. So all these things are conventional one. Whatever you see in Excel, that will be applicable here. How you work in SQL, that's we are going to see. So same results I want to get it now. Here, whatever I'm seeing here. So just choose value field sum. It becomes same results. I'm going to get it now. So now instead of filtering to management, all those things, so if I filter through one particular category, it will give me all the results. I cannot analyze using the 5,000 records or 6,000 records. Just I want to use group by. Group by what column? English occupation. That you need to specify the column name. Okay. And whatever column name you are specifying here in the group by, you need to put it in the select statement. Okay. Yeah, the star won't work out. If you see, I can put it like this, it will throw me error. If I put like this, then fine. Then, okay, now this is incomplete. What aggregation I want to perform? I want to perform sum on based on yearly income. As you see, like this is the derived column. I'm using some I'm using a function here. Similarly, we used a string functions yesterday, is null something, same thing applies. So you need to give a alias name. So total, I will say occupation income. Now forget about this. So it is not ordered by. Order by should come at the end. Critical, clerical, same results. It's not showing us the same results. Sum of yearly income. Since I may not copy the entire content, let's see. So how many? Yeah. See, basically it contains only the top 1,000 records, guys. I copied only 1,000 records. Here, I had queried for all the records. So let me do it for that. You got it right. The difference don't have. Okay. If you want, I will copy and put it here. No, see 18,000, and based on this I will create another pivot table. Real income, English occupation. So 892, and you have the same results here. 892 management 2839 here, 2839. Okay guys, so this is what it is basically does. So basically if you want to group based on certain column, you use group by, then aggregate function. What are the aggregate functions it can have? You can have some count, how many rows in that particular column. You can specify any column here, no need to specify count of yearly column. If it is a count, you can specify any column. If it is sum, what column you want to sum? Yearly max of yearly income. You can put multiple cases. It's just like deriving a new column here. Okay, now so this is CNT, this is maximum occupation and minimum occupation. Okay, so now you see like for clerical, this is this total amount I'm spending, and in this 2928 employees are there, and in clerical someone is getting 40,000, someone is getting 10,000. So as an aggregated level I can see in a single report as summarized report here. Okay, so basically this group by is very essential part when you take reports. Now this is fine. So what about like now based on the computer results, from this I want to filter certain things like whoever is getting maximum salary in any of this group, the salary greater than 30,000, okay, or 50,000, say for example 50,000. Some scenarios will come, you just choose the maximum salary, and from that whoever is getting the 50,000, filter those groups alone. Okay, like that scenario will come. So here you can't use the where condition over here, where salary maximum salary, they are asking only the maximum salary is greater than 50,000. Okay, so after computation you want to filter means you need to have having same, the having sum of yearly income, okay, greater than 50,000. Now what happens, you computed the result, okay, then this will exclude this guy and this guy, because these two records doesn't have this condition failure because of this rule. The salary or the maximum salary should be greater than 50,000. So these two will be neglected. Oh, am I wrong? Okay, sorry, this is not yearly. See, yearly, say I put having sum of yearly income. Sum of yearly income is this column, which is greater than 50,000. So only it come. I need to put this condition, that is max of yearly income. So you need to choose appropriate function. Now filtered out. Okay. Any confusion here? Now I'm going to start a interesting part, guys, about joins. Okay.